Spicy Waffle. I'm Corwin.
And I'm Uko.
And today we are going to be playing The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus and trying to beat Greedier mode with AZAZEL. I've already done this before, but we've never done it on the channel, so it'll be something new and schmexy for everyone to witness with their eyeballs. Are there ass balls? I have no idea what I'm talking about, okay? Maybe you've got eyeballs located in your pantsular region where you can see outside of your bucacular region.
To be fair, in this game, you know, Isaac's mom has eyeballs in her womb.
That is true. She has eyes in the womb so she can inspect the womb room and make sure it's ready for new habitation. I mean, I'm assuming that constantly she's like, okay, gotta be dusting out the old womb, making sure there's room for new inhabitants. That is so fucked up.
She has, her children are like an undead army of the mutant
I know,
Death Knight.
right? If she hadn't let so many of them die, she could have planned on world fucking domination, okay? World fucking domination. Oh, yeah. I mean, the thing is, though, to have as many kids as she has, you would have to be like the world fucking champion of the world, okay?
I mean, seriously.
Yes, the world fucking champion of the world.
Well,
that sounded so much weirder than I intended it to.
This is going to be really, really a messed up thing to say. Maybe she has a whole freezer full of stolen semen.
Oh yeah, cut out the middleman, right? Then again, she does seem to have some weird religious beliefs.
You don't say.
Is it okay to turkey baster the semen inside of yourself, okay, without meaning to get too gross about it?
Maybe she believes the whole every sperm is sacred thing, and she's gonna save all the sperms.
So does she? What does she eyedropper them in one at a time because every single sperm is sacred?
Oh my God!
I don't even know what
the
fuck is flowing out of my mouth.
Well, speaking of flowing out,
it better not be what's flowing into Isaac's mom, though.
No, this may be going across every possible line, and people
we get to start out with the mushroom.
Okay, so
sweet shroomy goodness for my cock.
And again, you may be appalled and punch me in the face and stop the video, but I'll just go with it.
Go on.
Say
the horror.
I think what she does is syringe it in, wait a while to let it do the work, and then syringe it all back out and put it back in the freezer and just use whatever stays in there.
Up. No discussing reused sperms, okay? That is not fucking cool. It's like some sort of weird, horrifying medical snowballing, okay? That's what you just described.
You know what else? Just to add to the grossness, since we're here in this horrible place already, you know those freezer pops that would cut your mouth? What if she has some of those too?
That is so fucked up.
Why?
Oh man, I just put an ass whooping on hard mode Greed. Greed. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
That's coming in the next patch.
Greed is like Astro Boy, okay, except not. In any fucking way.
I've never seen
Astro Boy at the fuck all. Let us know in the comments if it's worth watching. Somehow I don't think that it is. I have been playing a lot of Yakuza 0, okay? I've never played a Yakuza game before, but that game has some whacked out shit, okay? Seriously, that's why I've been like, it's basically taken up my entire life over the last few days, apart from doing YouTubing.
And man,
because
some of the stuff I've seen,
some of the shit, okay, I've got like a fucking chicken running mafia businesses and stuff, okay? I ain't even fucking joking about that.
This is not like his nickname. It's a chicken.
I have a chicken running like real estate protection racket stuff, okay? That's what I've got going down.
So wait a minute.
That is some whacked out shit.
Is he an enforcer?
One of the characters, he's like more like a manager, but one of the characters, he can do like breakdancing attacks, okay? And we're not talking about, you know, capoeira or something like that, something that's meant to be a fighting dance. We're talking about this is just breakdancing as a murder move.
Wait, so
I want to learn how to do murder breakdancing.
So you're saying he does like a head spin and kicks people with his legs while he's head spinning and stuff?
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. You can keep the head spin going on for as long as you can manage to, oh God, I almost didn't see those guys in the darkness. Naturally, every time we record a YouTube video on the Binding of Isaac, we always get one curse of darkness to make the YouTube video
as pretty as possible.
less spicy and delicious than it actually fucking could be.
I'm going to tell you something about breakdancing that you might not have known. Now I grew up in sometime in the 1980s. I won't date myself exactly.
Yeah,
but it was during the time when breakdancing was the shit. And our mother actually warned me against taking up breakdancing, and that if I did, I was not to do any head spinning because it was dangerous. It was dangerous for your neck.
I can't believe. The thing is, I think you almost got me killed in the game telling me
you didn't
that
know
fucking
about this?
story. I did not know that. Okay. Then again,
oh
when
my
it comes
God.
to things like, you know, breakdancing or whatever, I can see that our mom could be a little bit of a square about anything that could get you injured. Although,
oh my
now,
God.
the breakdancing story that I remember, and this was long after breakdancing was like a hobby that normal people did. We were at some point, it was around Christmas, and we were at a mall, and there was like, I don't know, for some reason I remember there was like ice skating at the mall.
Yeah,
but,
we were at one of these places around here that have ice skating.
Yeah, which is in Texas there's not a lot of ice skating going on. There's a lot more ice skating now that we have a hockey team, but there wasn't a lot of ice skating back then. So I remember that very distinctly. But our grandmother saw these people breakdancing.
Yeah,
and
we'll set the scene here.
She I guess she didn't know that breakdancing was a thing,
Yeah.
and she was as enthralled as possible. Yeah. She was like amused by like, what is this stupid thing? Maybe they should stop. Yeah, well, like, you know, was kind of her look.
Dude, you're right. It was like she was almost into that old person thing where like, should I make them stop doing this because it's not usual?
Yeah, like, look, it's like, I'm old, so maybe I should stop them from doing
maybe
that
I should
thing
intervene.
that I don't think they should be doing.
Because what it was,
because they should fucking stop that shit.
It's worth setting the scene because it was one of these things where the kids had like a refrigerator box half, like where they'd set it down so they could head spin on it and stuff. And so,
look at my character's face here.
Oh my God, his head is so mushroomy.
Look at my fucking face. It's like, yeah, bitch, you want to fucking take me on? I'm the fucking ass wazzle motherfucker, and I will not be stopped.
But now that I think about it, I really wish I'd asked her if this was the first time she'd been aware of breakdancing, because this was in like the year 2000.
The thing is, we don't want to ask our grandmother anything, because she's definitely some sort of psycho. Okay, I'm not afraid of her watching this video and finding out that I think that, because A, I don't care if she thinks that, and B, there's no way she's going to be watching YouTube videos of us. I mean, our mother knows all about our YouTube channel, and occasionally she'll end up like watching it and be kind of maybe a little bit terrified at some of the things we say, but not nearly as much as you would think.
Yeah, because, well, here's the thing. The
Not
existence of this channel and the stuff we've said already about semen would completely make our grandmother go ballistic.
Yeah, she would go ballistic, and I think that most parents would be like at the fainting stage by now if their children were talking this way. But after all, our parents are the people who raised us to be this way, so they're a little bit unconventional with regard to what they consider to be acceptable and normal, okay? I would say
you're not wrong.
A little bit unconventional is maybe understating it quite severely. But anyway, you know, our grandmother is definitely some sort of psycho. I remember at one point there was something where when Uko was a little kid, there was something.
This thing with the lamp?
Yeah, I think we talked about this on the channel long ago when we were a baby.
This is something
YouTube channel.
And okay, we have to further set the scene because I don't know if these things exist anymore. But it was a device where you would screw it into the lamp and then screw the light bulb into that, and then you would put the little like connector onto any metal part of the lamp.
And it would turn it into like some sort of, you know,
touch control.
touch controlled lamp.
And so like there was, I guess our grandmother got one of these for somebody. I'm not sure when or where.
But
this
anyway,
was.
I was a little story short with this. Uko was a little kid, and our grandmother wasn't quite sure about whether or not it was like safe. The electronic device.
I didn't realize
she
this was
like,
fucked up
hey,
at the
little
time.
Uko, why don't you plug it in and test it out instead of me?
You touch it with your hand.
That's the most insane fucking shit.
Well,
okay,
I'm so glad that it didn't register with me at the time how messed up that was.
Because that would have fucked you up for life, dude. You would have been like, can't trust adults. Can't trust adults.
and I already knew how I couldn't trust other children. So like, it's like I can't trust anybody.
See, the thing is, when I was in school, I was much more likely to be the one who would have put a whooping on someone, not bullying someone, but like if an ass whooping was in order, I would have put the ass whooping, not being taking the ass whooping. But Uko was much more of a pacifist back then. Okay,
well,
he wasn't
sad. It really
nearly
is.
as much of a ride or die psycho as he is now.
If you come and mess with me now,
Now
then I'll
like,
bring the pain.
I'll rip your face
But
off,
back
bitch.
then, back then,
This is the good opportunity to take a life.
I don't. Who's a psycho now? Maybe it runs in the family. Oh my God.
Look, the thing is, let's face it, are you really trying to say you wouldn't consider someone trying to kill you to be a good opportunity to take life, okay?
No.
Look,
No.
everybody has to kill someone someday, okay? That's
I don't think so.
Every man or woman's life will come the time in which you gotta murder, you gotta shank someone, okay?
No.
You gotta shove a screwdriver into their throat
You're
until
mixing
the
that up.
gurgling stops.
You're thinking of that other phrase about everyone has at least one novel in them. That's a whole different thing.
Everyone has at least one prison novel in them, okay?
Oh my God! But
hey,
I know what I was gonna say.
Everybody will respect. Look, Uko is a fairly well-spoken, educated person. Not that I'm any slouch in that department. I mean, maybe my gruff exterior might confuse people, but I am fairly educated, in fact. Okay?
I will tell you the incredibly embarrassing story about this time in the 2nd grade that I accidentally punched someone in the face who did not deserve to be punched in the face at all. So, okay, it was some days before that, these people were like messing with me, and one of them like sucker punched me in the gut and like knocked the wind out of me, and I was miserable. And so then I was really, really mad, and I determined to myself, next time somebody messes with me, they are definitely getting the fist in the face, because this shit is unacceptable. So,
yep, and then in
keep in mind,
true Uko fashion, he hits the wrong kid,
well, because
right?
keep in mind, I was in the 2nd grade and I hadn't been exposed to every trick in the book yet. So what happened was, like, and I don't know what the deal is now that I think about it. If as an adult, if they told everyone where you work, we're gonna go to lunch now, and everyone line up in single file, and you better not be not in single file, and you walk in single file to the lunch place, people will be like, no, we're not doing that. Sorry, but we're not doing it.
That would not fucking fly.
But
At
that's,
least, definitely not in America. Okay?
Yeah,
there might be some places in the world where people might have that fly. Like, I could totally see that being a thing that was done at, like, an old school corporation in Japan or something
I can totally
like
see it. Like,
but
we're walking up to the roof.
Nobody in America's got that company spirit going on.
We're walking up to the roof to do calisthenics. Anyway, the story's walked all over the place now. But anyway, so it was actually walking out to do PE or whatever. So we're walking in single file out to school, and someone like totally just rabbit punches me in the back of the head. And so I was already psyched up for like next time it's happening. So I turn around and punch the motherfucker behind me,
and you
square in the face.
That shit, bitch.
And his face crumbles up, and he's
like,
what? And I swear he actually said, why? And then I realized
that is fucking hilarious.
Whoever did it was at just somewhere at the back of the line, and was not because of course that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna jump a few spaces ahead, punch someone, and then run away.
What I will say though, in Uko's defense, is that as much as he may have not had the most badass persona when he was in school, he definitely didn't cry like a little baby. Okay,
I think
he
maybe
was always like, I will stoically endure this.
I just kind of took it. And the thing is,
I remember this one thing. Our mother told us that I don't remember this at all, but I was 5 years younger than Uko, and I remember being told that I told him, kick him in the balls.
Yeah,
that was as like a little tiny baby kid.
Yeah, for Corwin, it was like the strategy here is obvious. You kick their balls. That's weak. That's the weak point.
I remember. See, I didn't. I know. I learned not to kick balls by the time I got into school. But I remember this one thing, where there was this kid who was fucking with me when I was in elementary school, and I wasn't gonna take that shit because I mean, let's be real about that shit, right?
Shit ever.
So we had these trees. I don't know if everybody everywhere in the world has horse apples, but we had these trees that had the horse apples, right?
They're like a grapefruit size.
Please never do this, okay? Please they're larger than grapefruit size, okay? But anyway,
I
there's
think to a
these
child
weird
they're larger
fruit,
than grapefruit
and
size.
it kind of looks like some sort of weird basketball made out of Nerf, okay?
Yeah,
Except
yeah.
they're really heavy, okay? They
Yeah,
may
well,
look
for their
like they're made
size,
out of
they're really
Nerf,
heavy,
but they're
yeah.
really fucking heavy.
They're inedible, by the
And
way.
so this kid decided, well, I'm gonna fight little tiny Corwin with some other kid. So I decided I would like run over near the tree with the horse apples, and I fucking slammed the horse apple into a bitch's head.
I
and
didn't
he
know
went
about
the fuck
this.
down, man.
Are you serious?
He went the fuck down.
I knew about the
You know-
time. I knew about the time you did the thing where you grabbed somebody's head and knee him in the face.
Yeah, I did that too, man.
You were a little
And the
badass
thing is,
motherfucker.
I was not any sort of remotely delinquent child.
It's just
okay?
that people
Like,
fuck. We
like-
know what it is. Is you got your
I
growth spurt
just didn't
faster.
want to fucking be there.
Well,
Okay,
yeah.
I'll be real.
Well-
when I was in elementary school, I did not want to fucking be there fucking ever. I was one of the largest kids in class.
And I think what
always.
it is that the people who were like the real asshole kids, they wanted to fuck with you as if they thought somehow, I don't know what it is, they thought you would go down and they would be a badass. But
Yep.
but the thing is, you were big and you were willing to
I'm
go to
crazy.
Go, yeah,
okay?
you were willing to go
I'm
to Crazy
fucking
Town.
Crazy. But the thing
Oh.
is, right? No, first of all, nobody. If you're a kid and you're watching this, don't do that.
Don't do
okay?
this stuff.
Because
Yeah,
the
it's
thing
not
is, I
advisable.
don't want to be responsible for somebody getting his head caved in with a horse apple. Okay, that's just not what you want to have happen.
I just
But,
realized something, bro. It's like your school experience was a lot more like that Yakuza game
Yeah, pretty
than
much.
mine was. Mine just involved I would get punched and go down.
Yeah. Whereas I was like, it was like I am the danger. Okay. And the thing is,
Oh
I
my
will say, I
God.
will make sure everybody knows about this. That you see, this was not some sort of like horrifyingly violent school that I went to.
These
or
were
anything.
isolated incidents.
These schools. The school that I went to was a
magnet school.
like in Texas anyway. Maybe I know what it's like. It's like this in other places in America. They have what are called magnet schools for the talented and gifted, where if you have a certain IQ, they'll recruit you and send you there, and then give you a complex about how you're better than other people. And
Oh yeah, they try to do it.
and the
then-
best part is they also let kids in from the local neighborhood because they're within like a couple miles from the school.
And then what
so
they do-
that then it create that they make sure that in kindergarten
They
those
separate
kids are
everybody.
separated from the children who are supposed to be smarter.
Just so
And,
everyone makes-
I will admit that as I've gotten older, I'm like, I don't trust the Texas school system
to test who's smart.
to test who's smart at the fuck all.
Believe
in
it.
any
Uh-huh,
possible
uh-huh.
way.
But yeah,
I
they-
mean, I still think I'm smarter than other people. They were right about me.
They were
okay?
wrong about
right
some other
me,
people.
but they were wrong about all the other people. But anyway,
They
so
made
that-
it. They made it where everybody felt uncomfortable about
yeah,
it.
they made it where everybody felt uncomfortable, and it was always like those damn neighborhood kids.
They're
They're not
troublemakers.
here. They're troublemakers, and they're not here because they're smart like I am. Weh, 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 weh. Okay, except nobody back then knew what weh, weh, weh meant because
Honestly,
the
people
internet
don't
was
now.
barely a thing. But anyway, yeah, people were fucked up back then, okay? Just like they are now. Like, I know people like to pretend like, remember back when things were better. No,
They weren't. They
I
sucked.
don't remember back when things were better, okay? I remember how everything always sucked and it always fucking will. We haven't really talked
This is
about
a
the game at
this
all
is a
except
real
for like
downer.
two fucking I mean, the thing is I don't suck. I know that. I mean, apart from the, violence and everything.
can we go back-
Wait, violence is good though,
But
right?
can we go back to talking about Isaac's mom syringing sperm into herself?
Yup. Why did I bother starting this final thing here? Then again, I could maybe use a little bit more fucking violent ass whooping, okay? That's what I could
But
always
yeah, just
use.
so everyone is clear, Corbin was not a violent child.
Yeah, I was not
It's
a
just that he
violent
didn't
child.
take
It's just-
any crap.
It's just that I wasn't going to take shit from violent people, okay? That shit was not going to go down because I'd seen my brother get treated like a bitch and learned that I could treat him like a bitch on our YouTube channel.
Also, when you think about it, it's weird how violent children are, right?
Yeah, I
They're
know,
like
right?
little mafiosos.
Yeah, I
They'll
know.
They'll just go straight to the fists
Oh
instantly.
yeah, straight
they
to
don't
the
care.
fucking fists.
And I guess what it is now
And
that I
that's
think
how I
about
fucking like
it.
it.
But now that I think about it, it's probably just because children are so durable.
Yeah,
because
that is
children
true.
can take knees
Children
to the
have a
face
really hard
and-
time hurting each
And
other.
like, I mean, if another grown man came up on me, and blasted me in the face with a horse apple. It
Yup,
would probably give me a concussion.
Yeah, it would give you a concussion, if not actually outright fucking kill you.
Yeah.
I mean,
on the other hand, I don't know if I've talked about the time that a semi-grown man headbutted me.
yeah, I remember that.
That it was in high school, and there was some sort of misunderstanding where somebody thought I threw something at him, and he headbutted me, and he was like 8 inches taller than me.
Yeah, Uko's school experiences were nowhere near as fun as mine
and
were.
so I guess I think it's just that I'm durable because I don't understand how I didn't have to go to the hospital.
Yeah, I know.
Because I went down.
You went down.
So
I didn't
hard.
see it, but I remember,
Well, people who were there described it.
remember the stories being told
And
about it.
what amazes me is I know he hit me really hard. First of all, because
Okay,
I
here
blacked
we
out.
are. Here we
over
are in
here.
Old for Greed. So you can continue telling the story,
But you gotta
The important
concentrate.
thing is that I have to concentrate on killing him with my tiny little rays here. Okay?
I learned-
I'm not too concerned about like regular form Ultra Greed here.
But the super badass
I am worried
version,
about
yeah.
after I bring him down. Okay, I am worried about that. No.
You got this going on.
I love the weird, like, Rasta hat shroom he has, though, okay? It's fucking amazing. Doesn't it look like a
It
Rastafarian
does look like a
hat? I'm telling
Rastafarian
you,
hat.
It's intended to be that way, I think, and it looks fucking amazing. I wish that, in fact, they should sell a Rasta-style hat in the form of this mushroom, and I will wear it
I am
on our
into
YouTube
that,
channel
okay.
when we eventually start face camming.
Damn
Okay?
right. But anyway, okay, speaking of faces and how my face got headbutted, I learned 2 things. One, I learned that you gotta watch the eyes when someone's mad at you, because I probably could have been a little more aware of this guy's about to headbutt me than I was. But also, he did a really good job of not telegraphing it. He didn't go back first and then forward. He just went straight forward and down onto my head. But I also learned that I guess I'm really durable because I was unconscious for like 8 seconds, as near as I could figure it. And I woke up, and the best part was his buddies, who were, to be fair, not sure why this was happening. His buddies were holding him back from, like, I guess, kicking me while I was down or whatever.
Yup.
And I guess that's how everybody knew that I got hit way too hard. But then I got a lump on my head and took a
You
test.
forgot like a few hours or something?
Well, yeah, during which I took a test and got a B on it. So whatever, I'm gonna assume that I probably would have gotten an A if I hadn't been traumatized in the head.
See, my entire school experience from basically elementary school through college was way different from Uko. With me,
You mean less unpleasant?
I was always like, I'm gonna like Uko. I actually think Uko is smarter than me, but personally, it was always like I will study for about like 2 minutes before the actual test, and then consider myself to have done all of the prep work, and it will totally work out.
Well, I
And
think
all
it's
of
because
my teachers always loved me, even when I was beating people half to death with horse apples.
Again, I stress again, I didn't know about this stuff.
Like, I was talking to our mom the other day.
Did she not know about this stuff
and
either?
No, but she mentioned that one of my teachers from around that time. She told her, oh, Corwin, he's such a little sweetheart. Okay.
That's the thing is, this is why this is why perspective is important, because people were rolling on you trying to mess with you, like
Then again,
physically.
that teacher, she was like a bigwig in her local church, and at some point I went there for some sort of Halloween event, and her like daughter, who was a little older than me, kept flashing her underwear at me, which was
I forgot
something
about that.
I did not have a problem with at the fuck all.
So what you're saying is you were just the pimp of the school.
According to
oh
our
my
mother,
God.
even back when I was like a little baby. Oh, son of a bitch! I can't. Oh, I respawned as Mega Judas or whatever.
Okay,
though.
we'll do that.
I mean, there's no way I'll be able to take this down here. But according to our mother, even when I was a little baby, all of the little girl babies would be like, looking at me and macking on me. Okay, that's what our mother said.
Freaking awesome.
And, like, I remember at one point, she sent me to a tap dancing class, and it was nothing but girls. Okay. And like I got the fucking Cadillac experience there. Okay, all of the little girls and the teacher were like, "Oh, so cute." Okay, so I failed to kill Ultra Greed, but we had fantastic story time. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that sexy thumbs up button. Spicy Waffle signing out.